Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuhu. Welcome to the Success Coach. Today we will be reciting Surah AL-FATIHA, which is episode 2. Yesterday we couldn't be able to finish the video. It's because of time. And today we're going to be reciting the Quran, especially Surah AL-FATIHA. And yeah, so there's only a 3-minute timer until then we're going to be starting. Inshallah, we will get started. Today is April 16th, 2021. Which means today is Ramadan and it is day 3 of Ramadan. Great! Now there's only 3 more minutes left. Great! Now let's get started on Understanding Quran episode 1. Let's get started, everyone. Yes, let's get started. Now, right here, before we get started, let's review our objectives. Today, we're going to read Surah AL-FATIHA, and you're also going to understand the transliteration for Surah AL-FATIHA. And also, we're learning the facts about Surah AL-FATIHA. Now, if you guys don't know me, this is all about me. My name is Ashadiee Rashid. I am the co-founder of Global Mindset University. Global Mindset University is a YouTube channel where it includes lots of things. For example, Minecraft, and it also includes Zern and iReady and Core 5 and Quran. Yep. And I am 8 years old. I am the founder of Success Coach.
Thank you for your introduction, Ashadiee. Thank you so much for being here. So, ladies and gentlemen, brothers and sisters, welcome again to the Success Coach. I'm here, Muhammad Rashid Kamal with Ashadiee. So, inshallah, today, like Ashadiee said, we're gonna go ahead and continue the one that we started yesterday. We couldn't be able to finish it because of time constraint, inshallah. So this is primarily understanding Quran, and the way we can understand Quran is by reading it and also the translation as well. So here are some the basics of Arabic, which are the Arabic letters, and for that we're gonna go ahead and give the floor to Mahfouz.
ألف باء تاء ثاء جيم ها خاء دال ذال ثراء زين شين سين شين صاد دال ضاء زين عين غين فاء قاف كاف لام ميم نون هاء نون واو يا.
Perfect. That's great, Mahfouz. So keep working, and inshallah, gonna be good at reading on that. So the next here we have the basics of Arabic, where we what do we call them, the vowels here. Shad, if you can explain this for us, that would be great.
Yes, so Fatha, Kasra, and Dhamma are the Arabic vowels. Right here, these circles right here, they represent a letter. Fatha goes on the top of a letter, Kasra goes on the bottom of a letter, and Dhamma goes on the top of the letter. So right here, for an example, if I had Lam right here and it was beneath Fatha, what does the vowels say? They say something similar to the English vowels, except Dhamma makes the U sound, Kasra makes the E sound, and Fatha makes the A sound. If I had, for example, let's say if I had Lam with Kasra, what would it make? It would be making Li, because there is Lam, and then with the E sound, it will make the Kasra sound. Why don't we get started? We're starting with A'udhu billahi minash shaitanir rajim, and it means I seek refuge in Allah from Shaitan the outcast. Right here, A'udhu billahi minash shaitanir rajim. It's the first ayah you should be saying. Surah AL-FATIHA is really important to memorize.
So here we start by saying A'udhu billahi minash shaitanir rajim. So whenever we read Quran, always we need to ta'awaz billah. So we need to ta'awaz here. So by saying A'udhu billahi minash shaitanir rajim. And if you can explain for us A'udhu billahi minash shaitanir rajim. Shad, if you can explain for us.
Yes, so right here, we're going to be saying A'udhu billahi minash shaitanir rajim. Right here, here's Alif. It's the first letter with a fatha, which means Alif fatha A. And then there is Ayn with Dhamma, which means Ayn Dhamma U, A-U. And then this wow makes it a little bit stronger, like A-U. You can hear A-U. Yes, it makes the U sound. And Here is Zal Dama Zu. A'udhu.
A'udhu.
Here is A'udhu.
A'udhu.
Now here is Ba, which means Ba Kasra Bi. A'udhu bil. A'udhu bi.
A'udhu bi.
And then there is Lam with Shad. There's Alif with Shad and the little Alif, which means A'udhu billah. A'udhu bil. A'udhu bil.
A'udhu bi.
And then here is Ha, which means Ha Kasrahi. A'udhu billahi.
A'udhu billahi.
And then here is Mim. Mim Kasra Mi. Mim Kasra Mi. A'udhu billahi. A'udhu billahi mi.
Hold on. He has a question again.
Oh, yes. What is it, Amir?
Where does A'udhu Billahi Minash Shaitanir Rajim? Where does the sh come from?
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
right here. It is. Well, we're almost there actually. So right here we are on A'udhu Billahi Mina. A'udhu Billahi mi. And then there is Noon.
Billahi Minash Shaitanir Rajim.
Great, good job, Amir. Now right here we have Nun Fatana. A'udhu Billahi Mina. Okay.
A'udhu billahi mina.
And then now there's right here Alif with Lam, which means A'udhu Billahi Mina. And then there's Sheem. Yes, Sheem with,
Billahi min sha.
there's Sheem.
Fattah.
Yes, there's Shad Fatha on top of the Sheem, which means the Sheem will be strong.
Yes.
Like this. A'udhu Billahi Mina.
No, mina sha. Sha. Because Sheen has a shad fattah.
Yes. Right here it has Shad Fatha, which means A'udhu Billahi Minash.
A'udhu
Billahi Minash Shay. A'udhu Billahi Minash Shay.
A'udhu Billahi Minash Shaitanir Rajim.
Mashallah.
Yes. So right here there's Ta. Ta Fatha Ta.
Ta.
A'udhu Billahi Minash Shaitan. And then there's Nun Kasrani. A'udhu Billahi Minash Shaitani. And then there is Ra
Ra.
with Shad Fatha, which means A'udhu Billahi Minash Shaitanir.
Ra. Jeen.
Yes. And then there's Jim right here. Jim Kasra G. Jim Kasra G. And then there is Mim with a Kasra. With a kasra beneath it, which means A'udhu Billahi Minash Shaitanir Rajim, which means I seek refuge in Allah from Shaitan, the outcast.
I seek refuge in Allah from Satan, the outcast.
Great!
Seek refuge.
I seek refuge in Allah from Shaitan, the outcast.
Mashallah.
I seek refuge in Allah from Shaitan, the outcast.
Wow, good job, everyone. We did a good job.
Mashallah. So,
Yes.
important. A'udhu billahi minash shaitanir rajim. You can use it not only before you start reading Quran, but also you can use it at time where you wanna a'udhu billah. So you gotta say a'udhu billahi minash shaitanir rajim. Mashallah.
Great. Our next one is Bismillahir Rahmanir Rahim.
Who can tell us when can we say Bismillah? Tell us. Some of the time we need to say Bismillah.
Okay, I know just the button.
Okay. When can we say Bismillah?
Oh, yeah, that's right. We need to say Bismillah before we eat, okay?
Where else? Where else?
Where else?
Before we drink.
Mashallah. Mashallah. And Mahfouz, if you can tell us.
Before we sleep.
two places where we need to say Bismillah.
No, masjid in the house.
Yes. Two places. In the
What
masjid
else?
and in the house.
Okay. So before you leave your house, you gotta say Bismillah. And also, what else?
Also, when you're going in the car.
Yeah, that's great. Inshallah.
Yep, mashallah.
So
Great.
now we're gonna go ahead and
Now we're going to go ahead and do Bismillahir Rahmanir Rahim.
we can read it letter by letter so we can understand Quran, because the main purpose of this program is understanding Quran, so we can understand.
Yep.
Go ahead.
So right here there is ba, which means ba kasra b, and then there is sin on top of. There is sin on top of this. Yeah, on top of the sukun, which means it's like bis, yeah. And then there is mim, which means mim kasra mi, bismil, bismi. And then there's alif and lam, and on top of the lam there is shad fatha, which means bismillahi. Bismil, it means bismil. It means bismillah. And then right here there is ha, which means ha fataha. Then bismillahi. And then there's alif, lam, and ra, which means the ra will make the sound over here where the ha is, and then the ra will be with the ha, which means bismillahir. That's what it means now. And now right here it's bismillahir rah. There's ha, which means there's ha. And then bismillahir rah. And then there is mim with this mud, which means bismillahir rahman. Yeah, it means bismillahir rahman. It's bismillahir rahman. Now, right here there is nun kasrani, bismillahir rahmani. And then there is alif, lam, and ra. So the ra with shad fatha, it will be with the nun, which means bismillahir rahmanir.
Rahim.
And then there is ra again, the same ra, which means bismillahir rahmanir rah. And then we have ha kasra hi, and then nun, and then make sure there is a wow right here. How do I know there is a wow? Because there are two dots. Whenever you see two dots, that means there is a wow. Or yeah, it means that there is a yeah. And then there is mim with this kasra, which means bismillahir rahmanir rahim, and it means in the name of Allah, the most gracious, the most merciful. Wonderful, everyone! We did a good job!
Mashallah.
Yay!
Right.
Great!
So now, brothers and sisters, ladies and gentlemen, for those of you who just joined us, we are trying to understand the Quran, all the basics, inshallah. So what we are doing here is reading Al-Fatiha. So we have done the first ayah, which is Alhamdulillahi Rabbil Alameen. All the praise and thanks be to Allah, the Lord of the world. Alhamdulillahi Rabbil Alameen. Now we're gonna move on to the next. Before that, let's go ahead and give some shout to Sharia and Mahfuz here. They're doing a good job, mashallah.
Yes, good job everyone. Now right here, Alhamdulillahi Rabbil Alameen. It is the first ayah of Surah Al-Fatiha, and it means all the praises and thanks be to Allah, the Lord of the world. This ayah means who is the person who controls the world and everything. It is Allah. Yep, no one else you should be worshipping except Allah. Make sure that you always fear Allah, and make sure that you always listen to Allah. Right here we're on Alhamdulillahi Rabbil Alameen.
Alhamdulillahi Rabbil Alameen.
Yes. So right here on Alhamdulillahi Rabbil Alameen, there is Alif. It is our first letter. Do you see it, Mahfuz?
Yes.
Yeah. So right here there is this. There is a Fatha, which means Alif Fatha A.
Alif Fatha.
And now there is Lam Sukun.
Lam Sukun.
And then there is Ha. Ha Fatha Ha.
Ha Fatha.
And then there is Mim, which means Mim Sukun.
Mim Sukun.
And then there is Dal.
Dal.
It's Dal Damadu.
Dal Damadu.
Great. Now there is Lillahi.
Altogether, Alhamdu.
Yes, altogether it's Alhamdu.
Alhamdulillah.
And now we're on the part which is on Lillahi.
Lillahi. Now your turn. Lillahi.
Now right here there is Lam. Lam Fatha. Lam Fatha Shad.
MashaAllah. Good job. Lillahi.
And then there is Lam Fatha Shad.
Well, Allah right there says all the praise and thanks be to Allah, the Lord of
The world.
All
World.
the praise and thanks to be Allah, the Lord.
Yep, Allah, the Lord of the worlds. Yeah, so right here there is Ha. Ha Kasra He. Ha Kasra He. Ha Kasra He. Which means it makes Lillahi all together. Alhamdulillahi. Now there's Ra. Ra Fatari. Ra Fatara. Alhamdulillahi Ra. Alhamdulillahi Ra. Okay, now there is Ba. Ba Shad Kasra B. Ba Shad Kasra B. Alhamdulillahi Rabbil. See right here, the B is really strong because it has, yes, B is really strong because it has the shud. The shud makes the words or the letters to be stronger. Now there is Alif and there is Lam Sukun, Al, which means Alhamdulillahi Rabbil. Now there is Ain Fatha A, Alhamdulillahi Rabbil A. And then there is Lam Fatha La, Alhamdulillahi Rabbil Ala. And then there is Mim, which means it is Mim, and it is Mim Kasra Mi. And then there's Ya, and then there is Nun Fatana, Alhamdulillahi Rabbil Alameen. And it means all the praises and thanks be to Allah, the Lord of the worlds. Great, everyone, we have done a really good job. I'm really proud of all of us. Great, our next one is Ar-Rahman Ar-Rahim. And it means
the most gracious, most merciful.
Great. Good job, Mahfouz. Let's get started. Right here, our first letter is alif, without anything, plain alif. And then there is lam and then ra. And not just only that, also the ra has shad fatha, which means ar. And now there is ar. You can hear some huh, like huh. And then now there is mim mud, which means ar-rahma. And then there is nun kasrani, al-rahmani, alif lam ra,
Alif Lam Ra.
and ra has shad fatha, which means ar-rahmani ra.
I see the lamb.
Yes, right here.
I see.
Right here, right? Yes, and then there is ha, and then what is the sign, Amir?
The sign is kasra.
Great, good job. You got it correct. Now right here it is ha kasra hi ar-rahmani rahim, and then there is mim with a kasra beneath it, which means ar-rahmani rahim, and it means the most gracious, the most merciful. Good job, everyone. We did a good job. Let's move on to the next page. Not just only that, Ar-Rahman Rahim means the most gracious, the most merciful. Now we're on Maliki Yawmiddin. And Amir, what does the transliteration mean says?
The master of the day of judgment.
Great! Good job, Amir. Now right here on Maliki Yawmiddin, there is mim kasrama, and then there is lam, mim fatha ma, and then there is lam kasra li, mali, and then there is the same thing to kaf. It is with a kasra, which means kaf kasra ki, maliki. Yep, maliki yawmiddin. Okay. So right here, the first letter on yawmiddin is ya. Ya kasra ya, maliki ya fataya, maliki ya. And then wow, we'll make it maliki yo. And right here there is mim kasra mi, maliki yomi. And then right here there's alif, lam, and there is dal with a shad on top of it,
I see a dog.
which means maliki yawmiddin, because there is this kasra beneath it. And then right here there's ya, and there's also nun with a kasra right beneath it, which means maliki yawmiddin, which means the master of the day of judgment.
So for those of you who want to follow along and have a difficulty of reading the Arabic, you can find the Arabics.
Yes, you can find all of the Arabic letters.
Yeah, just right there.
Yes. Great, we did a good job now. Let's move on to the next one. Now we're on Iyyaka na'budu wa iyyaka nasta'in. And it And it means you alone do we worship, and you alone do we ask for help. Right here, there is alif, but except it has a kasra right beneath it, which means e, alif, kasra, e. And then there's ya, shad, fatha, e, ya. And then yes. So right here, there is kaf, fatha, ka, iyaka, noon, fatha, na, iyaka, na. And then there's also ayn, which means it makes it iyaka, na. And then right here. Now, right here, there is na'budu. There is ayn right here with a sukun. And then there is ba damma, bu, iyaka na'bu. Dal damma du, iyaka na'budu. Waw fatha ya. And then there is alif kasra, e, iyaka na'budu wa e. And then there is the ya with shad fatha right here. Wa e, iyaka na'budu wa iya. And then there is kaf fatha ki, kaf fatha ka, iyaka na'budu wa iyaka. And then there is noon, which means noon fatha na. And then there is sin with sukun, which means iyaka na'budu wa iyaka nasta'in. Nas. And it has a sukun on top. Yep, nasta'in. Yep, nasta'in. Yep, een. Now right here, there is a ayn, which means iyaka na'budu wa iyaka nasta'in. And then there's noon with a damma on top. It's right here.
Yeah, it's very circly one, doesn't have a dot on it, so that's ayn.
Oh, I get it. It's a dot.
Yes.
Right there, the big dot. It says, you alone do we worship, and you alone do we ask for help.
MashaAllah.
You alone do we worship, and you alone do we ask for help. Good job, Amir. Now let's recite it. Iyaka na'budu wa iyaka nasta'in. Iyaka na'budu wa iyaka nasta'in. Good job, everyone. We have all done a good job. Now let's go to Ihdina Sirat al-Mustaqim. And it means... What did it mean again? What it says right here is it says guide us to the straight path. That's what Ihdina Sirat al-Mustaqim means. Dad, can you... What did the Quran say again? Dad, can you Ihdina Sirat al-Mustaqim me?
Yes, so we are asking Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to guide us to the straight path. Ladies and gentlemen, brothers and sisters, thank you so much for being with us. So today is a day in one of the Ramadan day. Allah wafaqana lihaza. Alhamdulillah, we are trying to understand the Quran here. Specifically today is a day for Al-Fatiha, the Quran. So we are on Ihdina Sirat al-Mustaqim. So it's guide us to the straight path. We are asking Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to guide us to the straight path. Now, Shadi, if you can walk us through how we can read Ihdina, like later.
Yes. So right here we have Ihdina Sirat al-Mustaqim. So there is alif right here, and there's also ha with sukun, which means and then there is
straight path.
yes. Now right here is there is dal. There's dal with a sukun. There is dal with a kasra.
I see the dal. I see.
Dal right here, and then there's this kasra. Okay, now right here, which means it says ihdi, ihdi, ihdi. Ihdi means guide. And right here there is na, which means nun fatana, ihdina. And there's alif and lam, and then there's also sad, which means ihdinas. Now right here there's ra fathari, ihdina sira. And then there is ta fathati, fathata, ihdina sirata. And then
Is there kasra on top?
No, kasra is always at the bottom, like this.
I see one kasra.
Yes, the kasra is right here, and one right here, and one right here.
Then where's the dhamma?
The dhamma, well, the dhamma is this. Do you see it? The one that looks like the wow? It's like a small wow.
How about the last one?
Well, al-mustaqim. Mustaqim.
Shadia, for now, can you tell me which one are those ones which are on top of the star?
Yes, tell us what is it.
Oh, the one that is on top of the ta, that one is a fatha. The fatha always goes on top of the letter. Right here, it will tell you where they go. Fatha is on the top, kasra goes on the bottom, dhamma goes on the top. See, if you see this sign, then it will add an oo. If you see this sign, which is the kasra, it will add an e. If you add the fa, it will add an e. Amir, what about the fatha? What sound will it make? Ah. Yes, great. It made the ah sound. Yes.
Sorry, can you go back to the first one? Oh, that is the same as apple.
The other one.
A. That rhymes. Right? It rhymes.
Oh. So what is your question? So right here we're on Ihdina Sirat al-Mustaqim. Right here we are on here. There's alif and the lam. The lam has a sukun, which means Ihdina Sirat al-Mustal. Which means Ihdina Siratal. And then there is mim, mim, mim damma mu. Ihdina sirat al-mu. And then there is sin sukun. Ihdina sirat al-mus. And then there is ta, ta fatati, ta fatata. Ihdina sirat al-musta. And then there's kaf, kaf kasra ki, kaf kasra ki. Ihdina sirat al-mustaqi. Mim fatha, m, mim fatha m. Ihdina sirat al-mustaqim. And it means
Ihdina sirat al-mustaqim.
in Mahfuz, what does it says right here?
Guide us to the straight path.
Great, good job. Yep, we did a good job. Now let's go on to the next one. MashaAllah. Come on, let's go ahead and do it. صراط الذين أنعمت عليهم غير المغضوب. Right here it says صراط الذين أنعمت عليهم. Great. There is Sad for the first letter. Sad kasra si, sri. Yes. Sad kasra sri. And then the next letter is ra, which means sira. And then there's also and then there's صراط الذين أنعمت عليهم. Yes. Right here.
Let you be quiet because Daddy has an answer.
Okay, now we're on C. There's right here. There is Sad kasra C. And then there is Ra fatha ra, sira. And then there is Ta fatha ta, sirata. Right here. Ana anta.
So, here is the big thing, ladies and gentlemen, brothers and sisters. So, while we are understanding the Quran here, there is a common mistake among the Muslims that most people say ana amta. So it's not fatha, it's not kasra, nun is a sukun here. So it should be an'amta. So most people pronounce it as ana amta, na. It's not na. I mean, if it is fatha, yes, but it's not. It is a sukun here. So an'amta. Here is ayn. An'amta alayhim. An'amta alayhim. So now, here is Brother Amir is going to read us the meaning of An'amta alayhim.
The path of those you have bestowed your favorites
On them. MashaAllah. So, An'amta. Shirat al-ladhina. Shirat means the path or mangad. Al-ladhina, a path that an'amta alayhim. Those bestowed the favor on them. An'amta alayhim.
Now right here, it says Sirat al-ladhina. Sirat al-ladhina. Some people make a mistake by saying it Sirat al-ladhina, but it's actually Sirat al-ladhina because it's Sad instead of Sin. So there's alif and lam with the shad fatha, which means siratal, siratal. And then right here there is zayn, there's zal. There's zal kasra dhi, siratal ladhi. And then nun fathana, siratal ladhina. Now right here there is alif fatha, siratal ladhina. And then nun sukun, which means siratal ladhina an. And right here there is also ayn fatha, and then mim sukun, and then ta fatha, which means it is siratal ladhina an'amta. And there is an, it's an'amta instead of an'amta. And then right here there's ayn fatha, siratal ladhina an'amta. And right here there's lam fatha la. And then right here there is ya sukun. Right here there is ha kasra hi. Right here there is mim with sukun, which means it is siratal ladhina an'amta alayhim. So siratal ladhina an'amta alayhim. So, can one of you tell us what does the meaning say?
The path of those you've bestowed your favors on them.
You have bestowed your favors on them. Good job, everyone. We did a good job. Let's go to the next one. Great. Now we're on غير المغضوب عليهم. So, Amir, can you tell us what the meaning says?
None of those
who earned what on themselves. Good job, everyone. Right here we have rain fatha, ya sukun, ray, ra kasra ri, ghayri, alif lam sukun, l, ghayril, mim fatha ma, ghayril ma, ghayn sukun, ghayril mag, dad sukun, dad. Right here there's dad damadu, ghayril maghdu. And then there is the wow, and then there is ba there is ba kasra bi, ghayril maghdubi. And then there is ayn fatha a, ghayril maghdubi a. And then there is lam fatha la, ghayril maghdubi alayhim. ghayril maghdubi alayh. There's also There's also ya with sukun, and then there is ha kasra he, and then there is mim with sukun. غير المغضوب عليهم. And Mafuz, what did the meaning says?
None of those who are in the world on themselves.
Sadaqallahul Azim. Good job, Mafuz, for that. Yes, now we're moving on to the next ayah. This is the last ayah. Good job, everyone. Let's get started. Right here there is wow. And wow fatha wa, wow fatha wa. Lam alif fatha la. Wala, wala. Alif lam, dad. And there is a really long mud. There is shad mud, which means wala dal. That's it. Now there's lam with there's a lam, which means wala dal. And then right here there's another lam, which has the sukun, which means it's going to be strong, which means dalin. And it's also with a kasra. And then there's also ya and nun fatana, which means wala dalin. And it means nor of those who've gone astray. Congratulations, everyone! We have finished Surah AL-FATIHA today. Sadaqallahul Azim. So remember, the next episode is Surah Al-Kawthar. Make sure that you guys stay tuned by subscribing to the Success Coach. Remember, always strive to create the best version of yourself. Wassalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuhu.